Hey folks, Marijuana Man here, coming to you pre-recorded. Not much editing in this video, hopefully, at least. And let's see what's big in the news this week, folks. Oh, Stephen Harper, he's going to talk to the Chinese people about the religious persecution, folks. Let me tell you, there's not a lot of things China is doing well in this world, but religious persecution's one of them. I'd like to congratulate them on their religious persecution, and Canada should take heed at the good work they do at persecuting these people, and we should be taxing these people and doing the same. Instead, here in Canada, these lowlives are allowed to violate everybody else's rights by harassing them and just ruining public spaces by having their bullshit there to harass people every day. And yeah, that just destroys people's personal enjoyment of their area, you know? And that's okay as long as, you know, they have the freedom to express their bullshit, which is just bullshit. Like, that's pretty much well established. And so, yeah. Fuck you, Stephen Harper, and your freedom towards religious people. And fuck all you religious people, too. Yeah, and if you're watching my show and you're one of these fucked up religious people, go fuck yourself. Now, we'll go on to the next thing. Mind you, if you're some religious person, you're probably too stupid to even tune into my show anyways. Oh, and talking about religious people, obviously one was at work at the Halifax jail when they mistakenly released a murderer instead of somebody they were supposed to release. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of fucking rocket scientists working here. Yeah. He's awaiting trial for attempted murder. You should see his face. He's not a charmer. He's also a big guy. But anyways, like I give a fuck what he did. But they released him anyways because it was a mistake, I guess. And they'll have to go dig him up and get him back into jail. That's all nice and said and done. Oh yes, you remember Robin Williams, folks? This guy, he offs himself, eh? Most likely because I'm sure we all know now, folks, he was suffering from dementia and also Parkinson's disease. And imagine you're somebody like him and then you got a face being like, in the world. Yeah, I go, too. You know? But, you know, folks, the worst part of his death that I'm seeing here, folks, isn't all the dementia and all that problem, which is obviously the reason why he did it. I'm not sure depression had anything to do with it, though I know a lot of people like to, you know, rally up that cause anyways to get people on some pills or whatever. It keeps, you know, the pharmaceutical industry doing quite well, I'm sure, raising attention on that bullshit, which it's just a bullshit problem, right? And so, but no, the real tragedy here, folks, is not all that. No, Robin Williams, after many tests, has been found to have no drugs or alcohol in his system when he hung himself. This is a sad day, folks. Now, folks, remember, one day, when you're old and have just been diagnosed with dementia and Parkinson's disease and God knows what else, and you're starting to lose your mind and, you know, figure you'll off yourself before you fucking, you know, don't have the ability to do it, you know? Well, you know what you should do first, folks? Is get some drugs and alcohol into the system. Maybe you'll do a more creative method than fucking hanging yourself with a leather belt, too. That must have been brutal, buddy. I'm not sure dying from dementia was a worse choice. But anyways, to each his own, right? And so now we got these fucking environmentalists. I gotta take a hit to deal with these low-life cocksuckers. You know, these environmentalists, folks, they remind me of religious lowlives. They're just out to sell you bullshit and take your money on false promises and bullshit. Right? Yeah, and that's all what climate change is all about. Yeah. Oh, somehow you buying different technology or whatever is going to save the world, folks. It's all a bunch of bullshit, right? It's all about just selling you bullshit and selling you products and making you believe in various bullshit to buy various bullshit products. And it's just bullshit compiled upon bullshit and more bullshit and tons of bullshit science and so much bullshit that people now even believe their own bullshit that they created in the first place out of nothing. And it just perpetual, goes on and on and on forever. Anyways, folks, yeah, the Earth don't need your assistance. You know what I'm saying? It's done quite well, keeping life on it for quite some time now. It's been around for many billions of years. It's had worldwide floods, worldwide fires. The whole world has been deforested by fires and smog and all kinds of bullshit. And guess what? We're still here, folks. Yeah, I don't believe any of these low-life assholes. They got the brain of a pea to even believe this shit. Like, I don't actually believe a real scientist does believe this shit, you know? There's a big thing going around of, my brother, scientist, tells me it's a big thing, you know? You can't, it's a bunch of bullshit science going on out there, and anybody who says the truth is struck with like a heresy thing, and is, you know, the most hated person in the country. Because, you know, like always throughout history, no one can deal with reality, right? And reality is you got no fucking control over the situation. Never did. Never will. And you certainly have no change. If you think that fucking running your car and throwing some plastic bags and having factories all over the world is making some sort of change to the climate, you are highly delusional, my friends. No. The climate, it just changes on its own. It's doing what it does. And we're part of nature anyways, folks. So anything we do was intended for nature to do. Because that's why we're here, to do what we're doing. And yeah, people who tell you any different are totally retarded. What we are doing is why we are here. And do you know how I know what we are doing is why we are here? Well, it's quite simple, folks. Because we're doing it. Oh yeah, it's really that simple, folks. Because if it weren't why we were here, then we wouldn't be doing it. We'd be doing what we are here for to do. But no. Making all these products is what we were here to do, folks. I totally believe that. And there's a purpose beyond these morons' imagination. This fucking climate change bullshit, folks. It's all about just pillaging your pocket for some new technology, right? Down with the old and with the new. Hey, and I don't mind it, but I know you don't need to fucking lace it with a bunch of bullshit, you know? Let's just get out of it, you know? Sell your bullshit, you know? You don't gotta say we're all gonna die if you don't buy it, you know? No one's believing that, well, some people do believe this crap, but, you know, they certainly don't got me lynched onto their little wagon. I couldn't give a fuck. And, here in Vancouver, they try and make you recycle, folks. Well, I don't recycle. I got this fucking neighbor who goes, oh, you're throwing all your trash in the one bin? I'm like, damn right, asshole. And if you want to sort through my bin and fucking put it all in different colored fucking garbage cans, be my fucking guest. But I couldn't give a rat's ass. You know? It's all going to the same place at the end of the day. Everybody knows these recycled products aren't worth shit, you know? Recycled plastic and recycled glass and recycled paper, we can put them all under the same categories. All three of these products, folks, one, cost more money to make than the non-recycled product. Two, are lower quality than the non-recycled product. So who wants to pay more for less? You know, it just don't work in a capitalist society. And you can see how this recycling program, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And what they really do, folks, I have a friend in the recycling industry, and he's enlightened us on the whole program. is he's highly subsidized by the government in the tune of billions of dollars a year, his company. And we wouldn't want to say their name to destroy any kind of reputation they have. But folks, they're given millions of dollars from the Canadian government and billions from the American government, the same company. And then what they do with your recycling products is the mountain of garbage gets so high eventually, they take this subsidized money that the government has given them and they sell the garbage. I mean, they don't sell it. They give China, like it's on sale, they give China money to take the garbage. And then China takes the garbage, loads it in a bin, in a big barge, drags it out in the ocean, and then dumps it in the ocean and drives away. And we give it to them because that's against the law to do here in North America, and we have no other way of getting rid of the garbage because nobody wants to recycle it, and the government has regulated them not to throw it in the landfill where it belonged in the first place. And so there's where your recycled garbage is going, folks, and that's why I put my garbage where it belongs, in the fucking garbage. And yeah, until next time, keep smoking the holy herb. Peace out.